Jump.
Yeah!
Right.
Hi. Oh, you guys can get Kool-Aid too. There's cups and stuff. Oh, sorry. This one's called The Cold Train. I am a top hat, black tie poetry party ditcher off wandering the streets of the downtown of my mind with a Kool-Aid pitcher in my hand, Rice Krispie treats in my backpack, and a beach ball, I left it, somewhere over everyone like the dot to the letter I. I am looking for myself, and rumor has it I was last seen standing at the edge of a woman's heart facing tomorrow screaming, I'll do it, I'll jump, before turning around to see that she was already long gone, leaving only a note that read, please just clean up the mess. I guess I would then head in the direction of the park because poetry is nature and sheets of paper rustle the way leaves do and pens click December raindrops. Aha, my imagination has left me trails of sheet music, so I walk to the jazz notes waiting for the next coal train to take me home. There in the park I see me running towards the lake. Piano keys ripple across the water like a tossed pebble, fucking up the order of time, because now when I look at my reflection, I see me. But he is a little boy trying to dance to the ranchera music blasting from a neighbor's stereo at a party I snuck into, all the adults there speaking Spanish with cigarette tongues laughing ash onto his head. He is only 7, and I at 25 have forgotten what I was supposed to find in the first place. He turns to the barbecue pit and reaches for the flame under the smoke. I move closer to him, hold my breath, and walk into the fire, water first. So I told Lloyd Aquino the other day that I have a problem with just reading for 15 minutes because you guys are saying. So I am tricking you guys. I have questions, and even if you don't know me, the answers will be based off even if it's right about me, or you can just fucking answer, raise your hand and answer. And there's prizes. So I'll do a couple at a time between the poems. So, first question. I gotta look. First question. Where do I go to school? Go ahead.
UC Riverside.
You got it.
Because I thought it was a different. I'm so excited right now.
Wow.
Thank you, Dollar Tree. This one's called. Oh shit, you're gonna see the prizes. This one's a short piece called "The Street Sign I Look For." Tonight there is a street sign I am looking for. These right here all look the same to me, the same type of wrong. There is one we used to laugh under. The thing is, I just don't know if you go by there anymore. Lloyd Aquino did a New York poem the other day at an open mic, and I don't think I've ever done one of mine, so I'm going to do this one. Maybe I have. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Alright. It's called Madison and 45th. Off Madison and 45th, 10 floors up, there is this room where the windows open only so far that I think I can stick my head out the window, but I can't. But I can hear the taxi horns echo off the brick buildings just fine and see the stream from the underground, watch it disappear somewhere over Manhattan, and the sour smell of hot dogs with mustard and white sauce and a bum's dirty glove held high still sits in the air 10 flights up. And the tiny people that walk down there are unfamiliar and they don't care. And even though I can't get my head out this window, I can feel the city. It feels nothing like where I'm from. New York has nothing to do with my bills, my bosses, and my work schedule. It doesn't know or care to know about my ex-girlfriends, my truck, and the scrape on its bumper. I laugh, wondering if anyone can see me on this toilet from the 10th floor before I continue looking out at Madison as far as I can. All right, here we go. What is my astrological sign?
Torres.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
Car's airplane. So.
Nice.
Alright.
Good job.
What do I like to drink?
Anything.
Yes.
Nice. Cool.
Oh, what is
Actually, nice.
What
It's
is
for Archie. It's my lucky
Is it
tie.
tie?
Yeah.
Is it bears? Oh, it's a horse.
Okay, now another poem. This is for like, well, none of them are here. My bosses. If I told you why I was really late. The first thing I see when I open my eyes is the sunlight dancing on the water in the pool. I stare through the window for a second and take in the headache. I realize the sun is too high up for me to be on time for work. I look down at my sweater. There's Cheeto finger stains on it. I begin to pull pieces of last night from the back of my mind. Empty bottles in the tall grass, friends who normally don't dance, spinning with beer bottle magic across the cement, a pair of eyes through the crowd, conversations on couches that weren't my own, the color of the ceiling, a shaky beige, bottles of water, outbursts of names of places to eat after the party before we crash into the morning. It was a good night, I conclude. I reach into my pockets, phone dead but intact. Keys? Check. I walk outside, turn on the truck, and the clock shouts at me, 10:33. Yes, I say, I know. I'm late. Do some, how is this, prose, I guess? It's really short. It's that short. It's called, this is an old one too. It's called Trousers. I close my eyes and all of a sudden I'm wearing trousers. Not pants, but trousers like grown-ups wear. I am this kid holding up my trousers with a belt that is too big. I step forward and feel the giant black leathery shoes hanging from my feet. The shoes pap, pap, pap against the floor as I walk, still holding up the trousers. I step on the bottom of them as I walk. I open my eyes now. She is staring at me. Tears build up in her eyes like the raindrops on my windshield. We are parked just outside of her apartment. Again, I look at what she is holding. It's this little white stick with a faded blue cross that has appeared on it. I look at myself. I'm wearing blue jeans and a burgundy hoodie, but I swear I still feel those giant leather shoes dangling, this time over the brake pedal, as I feel for a hole in my belt that I hope will fit. So when I'm at work, this one is for that. In the bathroom at work, I write, paint me across the bedroom windows of your heart in your least favorite color, because love is so hard to find when you're always looking for what you assume it looks like the time we went out for ice cream but ended up in Redwood City at that Best Western hotel, and the next morning when we reached San Francisco we forgot all about the ice cream but stayed for the fireworks and watched them slip into the black water, and it was beautiful, spelled backwards, right words, and in caps. Do you remember that? And when we came cruising down PCH, the sun peeked through the clouds and caught you smiling at me. My only witness to love was daylight down the California stretch, but it didn't matter. All I set out to get was ice cream with you, but instead I got a weekend that I'd remember long after the 2 scoops would have melted. What do I want to be when I grow up?
Superman.
Oh shit, I really wrote that. I got something cool.
Awesome.
They're planted.
Oh.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's your own personal Jesus.
That's good. I was also gonna accept firefighter, but that's how you're on it. What? Okay, one more question and another one. At what age did I have my first kiss?
17.
Raise hands. Go.
Sit.
No.
17.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
No.
I like the last year.
Just start shouting out now.
Your real kiss?
Yeah, my first real kiss.
Hasn't happened.
No.
John, do you
11 there,
remember?
I said 12.
No.
Today.
Higher than 12.
Last year.
No.
15.
2 years from now.
Higher than 15. There you are. You got it. I'm not sorry. You did good.
Jesus mug.
I got a personal Jesus. I'm good.
Okay. Then I'm thinking of a number 1 through 10.
7.
Oh shit, you did get it.
I already got my little
Oh, then pass it back to someone. Because I do have to keep reading my notes.
like bazooka things. Not whatever this little kazoo. Thank you, not bazooka.
Okay.
That's
All
like
right.
a fake sky weapon.
Let's see. I have a. How much time do I have?
Plenty.
Okay.
You've only read for 9 minutes so far.
Okay.
So,
This one.
and we're down one reader, so you can go for a while if you want. It's all yours.
All right, this one's called Chile. It's about my dad. It's a short poem, but he's a short guy. That works. Okay. Chile. I choke on the air, the chile breathes out. My dad, rolling them over between his fingers like a pen, keeps an eye on the tomates. Mijo, he laughs. Pop, I say, still coughing. I look down at the comal to the upturned tomatoes, burned like a globe shaded in black, with a map to the home state he left for mornings like this. This is very old. This is in my chapbook when it comes out. It's called I Can Remember. Oh, it has to do with, never mind. Fuck it. I can remember. If I think about it hard enough, I can remember that morning waking up next to you. I can remember you taking a long shower and how I wondered if you ran the water so that you could use the restroom. If I think about it hard enough, I can remember why I wanted to write, why I wanted to be a great poet at 9 a.m. I can remember how the sun meant more than opening the blinds for my eyes. I can remember the swirl of smell around you like Pez candy in the hotel room. Your hair like tuned guitar strings, wet and tangled in a wonderful mess, a beautiful distraction. Your quiet smile kept carefully under your words. If I think about it hard enough, I can remember there was no metaphor for the sunlight. I simply felt too damn good just seeing you in it. And a little sad at the same time, knowing we'd be driving back home tonight away from it all. So I found a frame at the thrift store like a couple months ago, and it was like, it says friends, and it has like a little cheesy poem that goes in the middle. But in the back, there was like a letter from one friend to another, and this is my found poem, which is word for word basically. Well, I titled it "Slut Dog Weekends." Everything else is word for word. Friend, where do I begin? You have made my life such a better place. We have shared so many special moments together. The foghorn, slut dog weekends, long talks, Nordstroms, shopping sprees, catalog sales, and of course, most recently, bed painting. That's what it said.
Wow.
All great, unforgettable memories shared with someone who I think the world of, my friend. Love you with all my heart. Friend, 1998. Who is my least favorite member of the Brady Bunch?
Marsha.
Yes, exactly it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only thinking of Dan, and that was wrong.
Okay. Donut shop, 1 a.m. This is very old. Boom. Good. On a corner. What? Tell me what you think after. On a corner in Chino, California, we sat in the parking lot of a donut shop. Ham and cheese croissants and that black Camel Crush pack in hand. Loose gravel danced under our steps. The smell of cinnamon spun around in the early morning air, circling your lip gloss, wet cigarette kiss, and my hot chocolate burned taste buds. A train howled on and off from far enough not to be a bother, yet close enough to be felt, significantly slower than my heartbeat. I have two questions. And then, two prizes. All right. We'll do this poem and then we'll do the last two questions. All right. This was for, like if you dated someone and like you don't really talk to them like on the phone anymore, but you're like in good terms, and you kind of wish you were seeing how they were doing, but it's like hard. So this is called, and you go to the same school, so yeah. If you happen to be walking by. If you happen to be walking by, I might call your name from the 3rd floor and hope you'd look up at the right spot. If you happen to keep walking, I might hurry down the stairs to catch you before you are lost among the crowds of students and endless hallways. If you happen to be walking by, I might try to make my way towards you, and as you're about to see me, I just happen to notice you there. And it's likely that I'd start a conversation which would last for more than a few minutes. If you happen to be walking by, I might be able to stop writing this poem, stop wishing that you'd walk by, and maybe I could tell you these things that I can only tell myself. What is my favorite holiday?
Halloween.
I just was like, waiting for an answer. That's cool. It's my brother's.
That's what
It is Halloween though, right?
It's my brother's. It was a trick
Sweet.
question.
Yeah.
I was this. Oh my god! I really was in my head. One.
Back scrubber. And goddamn, do I need it?
One more question and then one more poem. So the question is, what do I hate?
Haters.
Yes. Alright. This last poem, I don't like saying, I just wrote this shit. I mean, actually, the first one I did, man, whatever. Alright. I guess this is like my Valentine's Day poem I wrote for somebody this year, so I really liked it. So here it is. It's called Meeting Places. You said we needed a meeting place just in case. I thought if I'd ever lose you among the skaters whizzing by, the bike riders trailing streaks of wind in their path, the handsome assholes, the women shaped like boxes, the people with cyborg eyes and cyborg legs roboting to class, and the bigger, overlooked ladies with faces goddesses dreamed of, I'd go to all the places where I remember you. I'd head to the library first, straight to the copier where you might be standing over it, flipping pages, your hair swinging over your eyelashes like guitar strings strummed softly. And if you're not there, I'll go to the theater department where I first used to find you those fall mornings, holding tight to the strap of your bag like a kid on a swinging rope before letting go to fly. I look to spot you standing there in that awkward, still running pose. But if you were not there, statue-like, I cut through campus, across the muddy lawns, onward, making tracks to parking lot 30. I listened for the sound of your voice, remembering the words you read from the book of yourself, the few personal thoughts you trusted me to have. California's December sun creasing them into place along the walls of my mind, and the wind from over the hill blowing it coolly into memory. I thought, if I'd ever lose you, my feet could go tired, wandering into the evening, and in the dark, I might miss you walk past me. But the memories would stay long enough for me to look again tomorrow. All right, thank you.
Michael Torres. Woo!